Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Long time no see. I miss you guys, but I'm back. Okay, I know you see the title, and I know you know what we're going to talk about today, so let's just get into it. Make sure you like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe if you're not a part of Boss Beginnings already, okay? So before we get started, I do want to tell you about an Amazon find for all my crafters out there that throw birthday parties. And these are like the little light bulbs that you find on Amazon. And they light up. I don't know if you can really see that. And my nails are a mess. But these are so cool, okay? So if you are looking for a cool little drink for a birthday party that you're hosting, you can find these on Amazon. They'll be a part of my Amazon store. And I definitely give these 2 thumbs up, okay? So now that we got that out of the way, and know that we will be making strawberry Hennessy tomorrow. There'll be a video dropping, and I'll review these in full, tell you the price, have a link and everything for you tomorrow, okay? Before we get started, I want to know, what do you think of this case? Do you feel like Tory is guilty, or do you not feel like he's guilty, even though, you know, the verdict's out? The verdict's out, and they told us what they thought. Let me know in the comments what you think, and whether you think Tory is guilty or not. Go ahead and take a second. All right. So let's just rewind. So Meg Thee Stallion, platinum artist, has hits like Body Yaddy Yaddy. What is it? Savage with and without Beyonce. Both of them are good. So one of her friends, Kelsey and Tory, we all know the story. I guess they were in a limo together. Something transpired where pow pows happened, right? And initially, right, I don't know if you remember this, initially when everything happened, Meg said that her leg had been cut by glass, and, everybody was trying to kind of stick into the script, right? Then all of a sudden, your boy decided to go on this like tour, right? He went on this campaign where he was telling everybody about what happened. He did a song. He kept making subliminals, he just was out there, putting it out there while she was trying to deny anything that had happened. And so after he continued to do his campaigning, right? He's campaigning on, what happened or whatever. She decided to come out and say, well, how he doing a campaign? And he the one that pow-powed me, The glows in the dark. I really like this. It's cute. I'm with all this type of stuff. It comes with straws, but I'm using the Christmas shot. But she's like, how is he going to be the one to do all this stuff? So she, finally told her side of the story. She said, yeah, he did. He pow-powed me. And, the rest is history because the trial began, right? So with the trial, of course, Tory was saying he was not guilty. She had a friend who had already given her testimony and said that he had, pow-powed Meg. And, everybody was on the one accord but Tory. But then, the actual case happened, and her story retracted her statement, right? Even though we have a long statement of what she said. And for some reason, the bodyguard didn't show up, or he was late. And we got a guilty verdict. So it made a lot of people upset. A lot of people were saying he went to jail with no evidence. One of the main people that was screaming this from the rooftop was his dad. And I want you guys, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And I want you guys to tell me what you think about me. Hey. All right. I'm going to share my screen. I want you to tell me what you think about Tory Lanez's dad. Okay. So here he is.
Sir, how you feeling?
It's on Hip Hollywood.
You want to know exactly how I'm feeling?
We do.
I just stood here in this Los Angeles County and witnessed the worst miscarriage of justice that this world has ever seen. You
Oh, wow.
Know how I feel? I'll tell you exactly how I feel.
So first I want to know, Has anybody seen Tory Lane's dad and Tory in the same room? Because that looks just like him. Like his mama ain't had nothing to do with making him. They are twins. Number two, he said F Emmett Till. He said, forget the fact that we never truly figured out what we know now about Martin Luther King and the wrong man going to jail for that. He said this is the biggest miscarriage of justice. Okay, I hear you, sir. Let's go back.
I got some names that I want to call. Alex Spiro, Desiree Perez, and the whole wicked system of Rock Nation, including you, Jay-Z.
Yes.
You who say you rose from the gutter, but you have...
I guess he's implying that Jay-Z has something to do with this. I guess the idea that his son may have had this gun and shot it at Meg, that's not him being guilty. Okay, like it takes way more than that. The fact that Jay-Z was mad that Tory didn't sign to his album and that Tory had figured out how to sell 10 albums as an NFT and get that money all himself, he was gonna crack the music industry. I mean, gosh.
Traded and bartered the souls of young men, and you're still doing it. Amen. The only independent in this courtroom is a man whose name is Sean Kelly. He came to court, and our attorneys, he would not even shake their hand after he went upstairs with Kathy Tall and our...
Maybe Sean don't deal with guilty people. What y'all think? Y'all think that's maybe why Sean ain't want to shake his hand? I don't know. I ain't Sean.
But
they met on Saturday before. They met
with our witness. And then the man came back, and I sat in the hallway while he sat with Jody Little, the prosecutor's investigator, who acted so dumb, an intelligent woman who did not want... Listen, I've seen so much evidence buried in this, and I know exactly what the public out here will say. Don't talk.
You better put him on pause. All right, so that was Tory's dad. Tory's dad said, y'all, what y'all not gonna do is y'all not gonna show up here and see all this evidence against my son and find him guilty. Like, y'all not gonna do that. I'm not gonna stand for it, and I'm not gonna have it. All right. And so that's basically, he's upset with Jay-Z because Jay-Z didn't drop the album at the time he wanted him to drop the album, to distract people from the fact that Sean Kelly said that Tory Lane had the gun in his hand. Okay. So that's that. But then yesterday or today, I don't know, sometime, there was a tape recording that was released, okay? And in this recording, it stated, it was Tory talking to Kelly, not Kelly, what's the girl name? Kelsey, all right? So let's listen to this recording and let's try to be unbiased, if you can. Because I know a lot of us, whether we want to believe it or not, we came into it either feeling like he didn't do it or we felt like he did. And that probably did change our mind how we saw the evidence, right? But let's try to be unbiased and let's listen.
Regardless, I know she probably never gonna talk to me ever again, but bruh, I just want you to know, bruh, I was just so drunk, I didn't even know what was going on, bro. I didn't even know what was going on, bro, like that. I never do something like that, bro. Just that I was so drunk, I just didn't even understand what was going on, bro. Like, so whatever, bro. But regardless, that's not gonna make anything right, and that's not gonna make my actions right, bro. But I'm just deeply sorry, bro. I never even moved like that, bro. Like, never moved like that at all, bro. Like, for real, dog.
There's a lot that happened, but
a whole lot, bro. Like, a whole lot, bro. I feel crazy, bro. But in this state, like, what happened already, bro. I can't take it back, bro. I'm just telling y'all, I'm sorry, bro. Like,
you're listening to Street TV.
I think it was just too drunk, bro. You know what I'm saying? When I got to the house, shorty, like, all top gave me like 5 shots, like off the door, like you feel me? So
no accountability. He gave me. You took 5 shots, but go ahead.
I was out of there, like wasn't in there with, like you feel me? He was taking shots past that time. I wasn't even there with, like, bro. I don't even remember what we was even arguing about, bro. Like, you feel me? Like,
Yeah, no, I didn't even. I was already fucked up by the time you got there, so I don't know how much.
it's like, but tell me what hospital she's in.
You're listening to Street TV.
I just told you, Cedar Medical.
Alright, you ain't got Corn's number, right? You ain't got my security.
That's what he really wanted. He said, "Can you get a brother out?" I mean, I'm sorry about all that.
Juan, I do have his number.
Can you call Corn? What happened already, bro. I can't take it back, bro. I just felt like, bro. You get a chance, bro. Just figure out what you got to do to bail me out.
That's
Okay.
what he wanted.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. I'm sorry again, bro. Like,
I think honestly, I think we're gonna try to, because obviously, like, the longer you're in there, the more hot it's gonna get. Because it's already on. Like, there's no names released yet, but the report is already out.
but like,
so
out is what? What you mean out?
it's on some app. Megan's team is on top of this. So,
Yeah, but like, you can't don't. There's no way that Megan's on like the things.
What'd you say?
There's no way that Megan's like on the thing.
You're listening to Street TV.
No. So far, none of that is there. But I mean,
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be one of those. If anything, the only that's gonna get this backlash is me. It's not gonna be her. Alright, it is what it is. Regardless if I get out of here today or not, bro, I just wanna let y'all know, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Like, I never did that. I wasn't that drunk, bro. Like, you feel me?
You have 1 minute remaining for this call.
We'll get out of here, you guys.
You're listening to Street TV.
I can't hear you.
Yeah,
Hello.
regardless, I know she probably never ever gonna talk to me ever again, but
Okay, that's it. That's all we need to hear. That's it. We can wipe our hands of this case. Number one, so his friends or whoever they are who are internet defending Tory, right? What are they saying? We don't know what he was apologizing for. He could have been apologizing because he slept with Meg and Kelsey, and he called her just to apologize, saying that, his words caused the fight. But what did he just say on the video? He just said, I don't remember what we were fighting about. So how could he be calling to tell them sorry about a fight because he told everything if he doesn't even remember what they were fighting about? That doesn't even make sense. This video, he is trying to talk in code because he's in jail and he knows his jail recording is recorded. So he's talking in code and he's very careful not to say exactly what happened and are we going to keep this under wraps? And it's just so weird to me that he's the one that's saying, hey, we're not gonna let this get out, right? We're not gonna let that happen. But then he goes on the campaign to tell everybody what happens. This is the craziest thing ever. At the end of the day, this is what I believe that happened. And I want to know what you think that happened. Please put it in the comment section. Talk back, chat with me. Let me know what you think is going on. But I think what happened was, I think that, Meg and Tory probably were, not Meg and Tory, Kelsey and Megan. I'm stop calling her Meg because I don't know her. Okay, so I need to stop abbreviating her name like we go back. But yeah, I think they were fighting, right? And I do think that he probably initially got out with the gun. I should say bang bang before they hit me. But he probably initially got out and probably shot up, you know what I mean, to like try to, break things out. And then she probably said something, she probably said something like, why you shooting, da, da, da. They got into it. And she probably did tell him like, my career is better than yours. He is 5'3", y'all. Men that are 5'3" can't take that type of criticism, So he heard what she said, and I think he started, I think the reason why he feels like he's not guilty is because he probably, they said it was like what, gun pieces found in her ankle, because he feels like that he was shooting at the ground, but it ricocheted and it hit her. So he probably was like, well, I didn't technically shoot her. It was like the byproduct. I don't have to go. It doesn't matter what your intentions were. Did he probably intend to really shoot her? Of course he probably didn't. He has a lot to lose too, but he was drunk. Emotions was high. He was low because he's short, and he got upset. And I think he started shooting, not really trying to hit her. But he did. It doesn't matter what you were in. Like, it does matter when they charge you with intent or non-intent. But a crime is a crime, right? And at the end of the day, he shot her. Okay, and he's found guilty because they have the tape of him apologizing. What else could he possibly apologizing for if he just said on the tape that he doesn't even remember what they were arguing over? What else could he have possibly been apologizing about? He shot her. That's what he's apologizing for, as he should have apologized. And he should have just kept his mouth closed, and this probably wouldn't have happened. But what we can learn from this situation is you can never put somebody else above you. So Meg said the reason she didn't turn him in then is because she didn't want him to get shot. All this Black Lives Matter stuff had been going on. But look how that worked out for those same people that march in the streets when a man gets shot. They don't have that same energy when it comes to us. They feel like she needs to shut up and be quiet. And I feel like that's the real reason she did say something. I feel like because she's a so-called rapper and everybody snitches to get stitches, and she feels like, oh, well, it wasn't that bad, I won't say anything. I'll cover for him. Don't cover. Say something. And make sure they get held accountable, because they're going to always make sure you get him. He brought this on himself, okay? He has a history of violence, okay? And he went on tour. He went campaigning for this trial. You going to find out what happened. And the biggest thing is he didn't even speak up for himself. He didn't take the stand and tell his side of the story, even though he made songs about it and CDs and all that stuff. Did he get on the stand and make and say what happened? No. You know why? Because they was going to break that down. Like, oh, well, why did this happen? Why did this happen? He's guilty, people. He's guilty. And whatever, he might not even, because they don't respect women, so he might just get probation, knowing how they roll. Right? Or even if he gets 20 years, he'll probably only have to serve a small amount of it. But he is guilty. And that's a lesson. You cannot treat people how you want to. You cannot shoot somebody and say, oops, I'm sorry. There is no, I'm a conspiracy theorist, but there has been no conspiracy theory that I've heard that I went, well, maybe he didn't do it. Maybe, Rock Nation is truly trying to keep people from finding out that they can skip him and, skip the middleman and go straight, which they could, but that's not it. You know why? Because even large artists sign these deals, because some people, it ain't even about the money. When they come online and make it seem like it's about the money, it's about looking like they have the money. It's about pretending that they have what you call the clout or whatever. And they'll bypass the money, because that's the only way you can explain how people sign, contract after contract after contract, when you already have a fan base and you already have a starter where you can go ahead and promote your own album. But they don't do that, right? Because they want the fame. Let's be real. These people want the fame. And that's what these record labels can give you. They can give you the fame. So that's just my thought on it. I just conclude that he's guilty as all get out, and that maybe we wouldn't be sitting here today even talking about this case if he hasn't given us the platform to, making songs and stuff. And if he really felt like he was innocent, I think he should have took the stand and told us his side of the story, so we can hear from his side what happened. Did the bullets magically jump out your gun and hit Meg? Like, what happened that day, Tory? Why did Kelsey text initially and say Tory shot Meg? Like, why she do that? Why? What happened? Why she do that? Because you shot Meg. You shot Meg. Tory shot Meg. Shirt. Tory shot Meg. Who shot Meg? Nah, that's all I got for you guys. But let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think that he's guilty? Do you think it's a conspiracy to get people to sign the Rock Nation? I don't know. I don't ever like to make conspiracy theories sound silly, because there's a lot of them I do believe. Okay. But with this one, I don't. I don't. And so I can't back it. But let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll chat with you in the comments what you think. And if you try out these light bulbs, it's empty now. Let me know what you think of them. Too cute. Let me know what you think of if you ever use them for a party. And if I don't see you before then, Happy New Year and stay crafty.